Ever find yourself scratching your head wondering at the world's weirdest whodunits? Well, buckle up, because we're about to explore the strangest unsolved mysteries out there. From history's hidden happenings to paranormal puzzles that just won't quit, these riddles have got everyone, scientists, sleuths, and superfans, stumped. So, let's embark on this quest for clues, where every twist and turn could lead to more mind-boggling questions in our unending hunt for the truth. Number 1. The ghost ship SS Orang Madan. Let's set sail on a voyage into the heart of a nautical enigma that's been stirring the waters of curiosity for decades. The story of the SS Orang Madan. This ghostly vessel's legend took hold in 1948 when an SOS signal cracked through the radio waves. The message was a nightmare. All officers, including captain, are dead lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. This cryptic cry for help was traced to the Dutch freighter, Orang Madan, adrift in the Strait of Malacca. Imagine the scene as the rescue team boarded the ship. A ghastly silence filled the air. The crew was found, their faces frozen in terror, eyes wide open, arms reaching for unseen saviors or perhaps recoiling from an invisible horror. Not a single survivor to whisper what dread had befallen them. And then, as if refusing to yield its secrets, the ship erupted into flames, thunderously exploded, and succumbed to the depths, taking its story with it. The theories about what happened on the Orang Madan are as deep and varied as the sea itself. Some say the cargo could have been chemicals, unlawfully stored and leaked, leading to the crew's demise and the ship's destruction. Others whisper of otherworldly forces, specters, or even a clandestine government experiment turned disaster. Skeptics might wave it off as a tall tale, a maritime myth, for no records confirm the Orang Madan's very existence. Yet, the absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence, and the tale continues to ensnare the minds of the curious. It's a modern-day maritime legend that remains unsolved, a ghost story set not in a creaky old mansion, but on the vast and mysterious expanse of the sea, challenging sailors and seekers alike to puzzle out what dangers may lurk in the uncharted waters of our world. Number 2. The Oak Island Money Pit. Imagine stumbling upon a curious indentation in the earth, a whisper of something more, just beneath your feet. This is the beginning of the Oak Island mystery, a puzzle that has tempted and tormented those who dare to dream of hidden riches for over 200 years. It's a real-life treasure map scenario, except the X marks a spot that's proven to be endlessly elusive. Picture this. It's 1795, and young eyes catch a glimpse of a depression in the ground on Oak Island in Nova Scotia, Canada. This marks the starting point of a treasure hunt that's lasted longer than the United States has been a country. The Money Pit, as it's become known, is no amateur's digging ground. Early excavators uncovered a shaft crafted with care, lined with timber and filled with tantalizing hints of treasure every 10 feet. As the pit was excavated, tantalizing clues emerged. The discovery of a stone bearing mysterious inscriptions fueled wild speculations. Could this be a treasure chest of pirate booty, the lost fortune of Marie Antoinette? Or could the depths hide something of even greater historical significance like ancient manuscripts or sacred relics? Yet, for all its promises and puzzles, the Oak Island Money Pit keeps its secrets tightly guarded. Many have tried their luck, pouring resources, time, and often their very sanity into the depths, but the pit remains stingy, yielding nothing but layers of mystery. Each clue appears to lead closer to something monumental, but the treasure, if it exists, continues to elude discovery. The allure of the unknown is powerful, and it's this very enigma that has drawn countless individuals to Oak Island. They come, shovels in hand and dreams in their hearts, to chase the chance of unraveling a mystery that is not just about wealth, but about the human spirit's relentless quest for adventure and answers. Will the Money Pit ever give up its secrets? Only time, persistence, and perhaps a bit of luck will tell. Number 3. Anjikuni Lake Incident. Far from the urban sprawl, Anjikuni Lake in northern Canada is a stark landscape where the cold doesn't just bite, it devours. Here, the Inuit found a life in rhythm with the frozen ground, their villages dotting the lake's shores, a testament to the endurance of the human spirit. But sometimes, nature isn't the only mystery to contend with. Joe Lyell, a bird trapper by trade, was well acquainted with the icy solitude of Anjikuni. He knew the place like the back of his mitten-clad hand, where the silence spoke volumes. So when he came across a village that should have been bustling with life and found only silence, Joe's world tilted on its axis. 25 souls, men, women, and children, all gone as if plucked from existence by an unseen hand. The mystery deepened as Joe's eyes fell upon clothes midway through mending, a meal left to char over a dying fire, and personal items laid out with care. None of it touched, none of it taken. In each hut, the story was the same. A life interrupted with no sign of a hurried departure or violent end. The very idea of the entire community vanishing into the crisp air seemed outlandish, yet the evidence, or lack thereof, whispered of impossible scenarios. No ransacked homes or signs of a mass exodus. It was as if they had stepped out into the eternal winter, leaving no footprint behind. Compelled by the gravity of the situation, Joe wasted no time alerting the authorities, a decision that twisted the narrative even further. En route to the desolate village, the lawmen encountered local trapper Armin Laurent, who shared a tale that defied reason, a dazzling, ethereal craft hovering in the night sky, an account that would challenge the most robust skepticism. Upon arrival, the scene took a turn for the macabre. The villagers' graves, resting at the settlement's fringe, lay open, the stone markers meticulously stacked. Yet the bodies once entombed there had vanished, as though they had dissolved into the stark Arctic air. Despite the efforts of the Canadian authorities, the riddle of Anjikuni Lake remains unsolved, woven into the fabric of local legend and global curiosity. What befell the residents of this remote village? The land keeps its secrets, locked beneath the ice and the passing of time, but the tale of Anjikuni continues to haunt the realm of unsolved mysteries. Number 4. The Loch Ness Monster. Let's take a deep dive into the chilly waters of Loch Ness, nestled in the Scottish Highlands without getting our feet wet. Picture this. A vast, murky lake where a mysterious creature, said to resemble an ancient plesiosaur, is rumored to roam. This isn't just any fish tale. It's the legend of Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, that's had folks buzzing since the first reported sighting slipped out. Now you might think, a monster in a lake? That's movie stuff. But for some, this is more than a script. It's a puzzle demanding to be solved. Despite countless expeditions armed with the latest sonar and cameras ready to catch a glimpse beneath the waves, Nessie remains as elusive as ever. Not a fin, not a shadow, not a convincing splash has been captured to say, "Here I am." Yet this slippery tale isn't just about proving a monster's swim schedule. It's bigger. It's about our hunger for mysteries, the thrill of chasing the unexplained. Nessie has swum beyond Scottish waters and into the world of pop culture, starring in stories and sparking imaginations across the globe. So why can't we just let this aquatic enigma be? Because it's the unknown that keeps us searching. Every sonar blip, every shadowy figure spotted from the corner of an eye feeds our collective curiosity. It's not just about finding a monster. It's about the journey, the stories, and the questions that keep us all peering into the depths for answers. Nessie might be hiding, but our quest for the wonders of the natural world never goes under. Keep watching, keep wondering, and who knows what secrets will dredge up from the deep. Number 5. 1863. First Contact Mystery. In the year 1863, amid the turmoil of civil unrest, a most unusual event occurred in a clearing of the dense woods outside of a small American township. A strange, disc-shaped object descended from the heavens, in full view of the bewildered townsfolk who had gathered for a supposed town meeting. The event, now known as the First Contact, was swiftly quelled by government officials, and witnesses were sworn to secrecy. The moment was captured in a single photograph, hidden away in the vaults of the government, depicting the crowd around the enigmatic craft in cautious awe. For over a century, this incredible encounter was buried in shadow, its existence known to but a few. But then, in a move as shocking as the event itself, a second photograph was leaked from the government archives, revealing a follow-up to the First Contact. The picture showed an exchange between a man in the fashion of the 1960s and a being not of this earth, a slender figure with wise eyes and a form foreign to our understanding. This handshake, amidst a backdrop of 20th century vehicles, indicated an ongoing dialogue, a bridge between worlds that had commenced under the secrecy of a government pact. The images, now a part of public knowledge, have thrown the world into a frenzy of questions. What began in a secluded glade in 1863 had seemingly evolved into a relationship, the breadth and depth of which remained unknown. The story of these photos, a testament to the mysterious and long-standing communication between humanity and visitors unknown, continues to fuel the imagination and conspiracy theories to this day. Number 6. The Black Dalia Murder. Imagine a young actress, Elizabeth Short, with all of Hollywood's glittering dreams ahead of her, only to be ensnared in a nightmare that would seal her fate as the Black Dahlia. This chilling tale begins on a cold morning in January 1947, when a horrifying discovery was made in a desolate lot in Los Angeles. Elizabeth's lifeless body was found in a state that no words can soften, cut in half and completely drained of blood. This macabre scene wasn't just a murder, it was a message, a grotesque tableau that captured the city's attention like a morbid spell. The Los Angeles Police Department threw themselves into the investigation with a fervor that matched the public's alarm. Detectives chased shadows and suspects, but the elusive truth slipped through their fingers time and time again. The Black Dahlia case became the stuff of legends, a symbol of ultimate mystery, a dark star in the Hollywood night that everyone couldn't help but gaze upon. As years turned into decades, the case remained open, a wound on the city's heart that never healed. Books, movies, and a myriad of theories spread across the world, igniting imaginations and fueling a collective desire to solve the unspeakable. Yet the truth about who brought Elizabeth Short's dreams and life to such a violent end remains just out of reach. It's a story that refuses to be forgotten, a puzzle that still whispers for a solution. The Black Dahlia murder stands as a testament to an era, a haunting question mark over the City of Angels, where even the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. Number 7. The Gil Family. Imagine the Gil family from Argentina, Ruben and Margarita, working tirelessly on their farm, just waiting for a chance to pause and breathe. 4 kids, the endless stretch of fields, and a simple life devoted to the earth. In January 2002, they decided it was high time for a breather. They were off to visit friends, little knowing that this casual trip would turn their lives into a haunting enigma. Their employer, Alonso Goet, came to realize something was amiss when months passed without a sign of them. Concern turned to alarm, and he rang the alarm bell in April, sparking a police search that would meander through years but find no end. The twist? Ruben's phone pinged the very next day after their departure, not just anywhere, but calling someone in Rosario, adding a sliver of evidence that tantalized but led nowhere. Fast forward to 2008, a raid at the Goet farm stirred the pot again. Signs of a grim scene emerged with traces of human blood and the kind of flies you'd rather not find anywhere. Yet it wasn't enough to draw a conclusive line to the Gils. They remained absent, not a whisper in the wind, their existence wiped clean from records and memories, as if they were never part of this world. Rumors swirled around Goet, the man who held the reins to their livelihood. He claimed the Gils had left everything to him, but when the family pried, they found no proof, just burnt remnants and blood-soaked earth. Oddly, this was a man who barely allowed 2-week vacations, and their troubled past with him painted a murky picture. The thread of justice, if there was one to be pulled, is now lost forever. Goet's own life met a sudden end in a car crash in 2016, closing the chapter on any answers he might have provided. The fate of the Gils is a tale with more questions than answers, a family who stepped out into the night and into the abyss of the unknown. Could it be that the key to their mysterious vanishing act lies buried within the very land they toiled upon?